And I would like to welcome everybody to Future of Diversity, which is a guest chef program sponsored by La Spiga. And we feature, the purpose is to feature up and coming chefs and provide a platform for them to showcase their wonderful cuisines and talents, and also just to showcase that we have so much talent in this area, that is really deserving of attention. And so we love to, we're very happy to be able to have this program and meet new people and just have fun with this program. So it's really all about community in the end. And today's guest chef is Monique Wachira, who hails from the beautiful country of Kenya and has a catering business called Monique's Hot Kitchen, which operates out of the Spice Bridge, if you've heard of the Spice Bridge in Tukwila, Washington. And I think without further ado, welcome, Monique.
Thank you.
Thank you. And so I would love for you to tell us a little bit more about your catering business. What is it that you do out of Spice Bridge Kitchen?
At Spice Bridge, I serve healthy, organic, authentic Kenyan cuisine. I do catering for big event. I serve individual meal, family. I also cook for the organization, for the churches. And my food, I try to do more organic. I shop for good ingredients when I go to the store because I want to feed healthy to the world, to the people. I started the business 2019 on April through the help of Food Innovation Network. Kelly has been my mentor all the way up to date. So, and they provide you with the kitchen, with everything, business coaching, mentoring, accounting, all that. For Monique Hot Kitchen to be Hot Kitchen is because it's the backbone of Food Innovation Network and the support of friends and the family.
That's wonderful. And just clarify something for me. So the name of your business is Monique's Hot Kitchen, but your name is Monica. Is there a connection there?
Okay, the reason why my name is Monica and my business is Monique's Hot Kitchen. The reason why I named my business Monique's Hot Kitchen, I used to, when I finished catering, when I went to apply for a job, the first question they asked me, have you ever worked in a hot kitchen? I couldn't know what is hot kitchen look like. I thought hot kitchen, how? Then I later came to realize it's a very busy kitchen. So I inherited that. I said, one day I'm gonna open my business, cooking, and I'm gonna be busy. And I'll name it Monique's Hot Kitchen. And Monique's Hot Kitchen also, I got the name Monique from the school. I did like French in college. And the first name I would pronounce was my name, Jomapere Monique. So I was proud being able to do my name in another language. So it's still my name, Monica in French, Monique's. That's why I named the connection, Monique's Hot Kitchen. I like it, I love it. Yes.
That's great. It sounds like you're living out your dream. So yeah, so you grew up in Kenya. I would love if you could just paint the picture of your childhood. Like what were you like as a child? Like, were you like mischievous and always like in things? Were you always in the kitchen, like hanging on your mother's, apron strings? What was it like for you growing up in Kenya? And also, what led you into the food industry from there?
Growing up in Kenya, when I was little, I'm always a go-getter, believing in myself. I'm believing in I can do anything. I inherited cooking from my grandmother when I was 5 years old. She would cook this good food, and I was the first one to taste. I would tell the food is tasteless or taste. In Kenya, we grow everything in the garden. We do not buy even the fertilizer. From organic to the food come from the compost come from the home, from the garden, everything. So I come from the central part of Kenya, Kirinyaga district, a village called Chogonyi. I'm a village girl. I grew in the village, not in the city. But I moved in the city when I finished my high school. But when I was growing, I always being in the kitchen to watch what my grandmother was doing. My dad was also a great chef, and my mother too. My dad, before he became a teacher, he used to work in the restaurant. And that's what he told me, like when he was young, at my age, before he graduated to be a teacher. So I would ask him question how to make some certain food, like chapati, matoke. So I learned from my dad to make the food that you'll be selling on 26, not from the school.
That's beautiful. And speaking of matoke, I would love for you to describe your menu. What is it that our viewers will be able to sample on Monday evening?
The matoke is cooked from green banana. It's very yummy, very tasty, and they are good eaten and when they are green, not when they are yellow. The banana, they are good, rich in vitamin B6, good in potassium. It has magnesium. It control colon cancer. It give you appetite when you have no appetite for food completely. Then you have the banana.
Oops, I can't hear you. You went silent for a second. Hold on. We can't hear you. Can anybody else? Did anybody else have that experience?
Yes.
Okay. Monica, there might be some technical difficulties, but we can't hear you. You're not on mute. Try talking.
Hello.
There you are. Okay, great. Thank you. Let's see, where did we leave off? So you were talking about bananas and their health properties?
Yeah, they are very healthy. It's the traditional dish from the part of Africa. All the African countries, most of them, they have banana. When you come to the house, to African's house, you never miss banana and chai, because first we eat banana as a breakfast. They can be cooked, you boil them, or you can roast them. So they can serve as a breakfast, as a whole banana with nothing. And cooked, when they are cooked with the potato and the meat, it becomes matoke. And also, this is the food served to the new mothers who are breastfeeding, because it is known to bring the appetite too, as I said. When you're having nausea, you eat the matoke, it controls the nausea. Also, the good thing of matoke, when they are cooked green banana, they are more healthier than the yellow banana. They have less sugar than the ripe one. If you give me the yellow banana, I do not eat as a fruit. I eat as green, as a food, when it's cooked or when it's roasted or when it's good. Because it's also, it heals the gut, it heals the bacteria in your gut, in your bodies. So it's good all the way. And it's also high in fiber.
That's great. That's so amazing to know. I had no idea. And do you eat the skins as well?
The skin is eaten when you roast it, when you roast the banana, roasted, you can eat the skin. But when cooked, fried, or boiled, you cannot eat the skin. The skin is has more potassium when the banana is roasted, when it's green. When you're cooking it, when you peel the banana, the green banana, you do not peel is it the string, the greens all the way? You leave some green. That's where the nutrition is. The green thing, tiny small one, that's where there is rich in potassium. They are very healthy. It also control blood pressure, and it is a disease for cancer. It's to prevent cancer, and easy to digest also. It is also good for loss weighting, because when you eat it, you are full. It fuel you. You don't want to eat more, but it's good for when you want to lose the weight. Yeah, healthy.
That's exciting. So you mentioned to me that this is the first time that you're actually serving matoke. Is that right?
Yes.
Wow, that's exciting. Well, I'm honored that you decided to choose that dish to serve at this event. You also have curry chicken on the menu. And before you describe it, I'm also curious about why, like some of the menu items are in your language, matoke, for example. And then you have curry chicken, and then you have chai tea, and then you have mandazi, and then you have, so why are some items in your language and some items in English? I'm just curious about that.
Okay. Actually, matoke is not even in my language. Matoke is stolen from Uganda. In my language, matoke is called kitoweo or gitoelo.
I wouldn't be able to say that.
Kitoweo. So you still want from here. Matoke is Ugandan name or Swahili name also. And we learn Swahili from school just like English. The chicken curry, it can be called kuku ya mchuzi. So kuku ya mchuzi. Easy. And the chicken curry is also stored from Indian. It is an Indian cuisine. Mostly in Kenya, most of the big restaurants, they are owned by Indian people. And even those who have not, and the restaurants that are not owned by Indians, they still serve like chicken curry, kuku ya mchuzi. So it's kind of so many Indian people in my country. So we are like learning from each other, stealing this recipe from here. Yes.
Okay, so that explains the Indian influence. That was like one of the first things that you told me when we had a conversation, that you use a lot of Indian flavors. And so that explains it. So you have a lot of Indian people living in that country. And so is it, okay, go ahead. You have something.
I also, when I did catering for cooking, I went for catering for Indian school. My teacher was Indian. Then it happened, my first boss was Indian. I worked in Don Bosco. Don Bosco, they train young people to become priests. Organization called Salesian of Don Bosco. So most of the priests there, they are Indian. So the food mostly I used to cook is for the Indian people. So that's why also I have the connection from Indian cuisine. Chai also is kind of, chai masala is Indian. So my life of cooking, I have been dealing with Indian most of that. Why also some of my food coming from Indian.
Okay, got it. So one of the perks of this program is that you have to present your dishes to me. You have to come to me at La Spiga and give me a sampling of the dishes that you propose for the menu. And so to me, that's always like a big deal, because that's also selfishly one of the reasons why I'm putting on this program, because I like to taste other people's food. So when you came to present your foods, I couldn't help but notice how elegant you were when you came in. You had very high heels on, and it was really kind of fun to watch you heating up your food as you were, also very, very elegant in my kitchen. Do you want to comment on that?
Yeah, see, because back home, also see, back home, we are like used to dress up like you are going to the office, even if you are working to the kitchen. You are used to, when you go to the kitchen, change, really be smart, treat your job as if you are working in the office. And everybody love office jobs back home. High heeled And also, as long as you know what you're doing, you're focusing what you are doing, you'll be able to control it yourself. Your mind is there. Everything you're doing, you do it perfect. So
it doesn't matter what you're wearing. You
it
can
doesn't
be
matter the clothes.
elegant. You can have your sneakers. You know, it doesn't matter. I love it.
What matters is the purpose. You see, the purpose is the food to be done, the food to be tasty, be done on time, good food, good service, not what like we are wearing, is what are you doing in the kitchen. At the end of the day, the customer needs to be served and served good.
That's right. As long as you do your job.
That's right.
I love it. Right. And if you can be beautiful and elegant doing it, that's amazing. I must say that you are not the first person in my kitchen to be wearing high heel shoes. My sister Trisha is on the Zoom here, and she can attest that our first dishwasher wore high heels. Sandra, she's Italian, and we actually met her before she came to Seattle, and she wore heels. So just, yeah, I thought it was very endearing to me.
And also here, like my first job here in Seattle, when I came to apply for the job, when I came to Seattle, I also went for an interview, a CNA job, like wearing suits, high-heeled shoes, like everybody, you're not supposed to have that because we are used to that cut attire in Africa, dressing like
Can I have everybody mute, please?
You could have used the H2O yesterday.
Okay. Monica, can you go ahead and unmute yourself?
Unmuted.
Okay, I had to pull rank there. Mute everybody. All right, go ahead.
So in Africa, like dressing, we know like to dress, like they say dress to kill, like really good. That's the appearance, the way you dress, it's gonna give you the job right away. That's how we like every African in the whole country of Africa. We are not like dressing up wherever you are, either in the kitchen, in the farm, gardening. Mm-hmm. You used to go gardening, like clearly dressing up with the shoes. You want to feel good, you see? Yeah. That's why it came that way.
I love it. I think we have a little bit to learn from you, because it's true. When I dress up, I feel good. I feel more confident. Mm-hmm. It shows that I care. So I can really appreciate that. So I'm just wondering, do you, are you doing also a little bit of like work in the community? Like, are you helping other people? I heard you mention the church. What kind of community work do you do? Or if any, maybe you're just, doing community work by, existing as a business.
I do not have community work as a business. I only do volunteer to the churches when they have like events, small jumuiya, like small Christian community. When they have gathering, sometimes I volunteer to serve like breakfast, all that, or snacks. One of my mandates was samosa, but actually I'm not involved in any community project. I also sometimes feed the homeless when I don't go to my business. I feel like my daughter, like she tells me, Mommy, let's go feed the homeless. You haven't fed them for a long time. I just cook. I just go serve outside there. I serve the homeless, drive from street to the street. That's the only thing I do. For now, I do not have any like community project involved.
But that's already a lot, and that's beautiful. And you mentioned your daughter. Yes, you have a daughter. How old is your daughter?
My daughter is 7 years old.
She's 7. And what do you think that you would like to pass on to your daughter? Do you think you want to, would you like her to do the same thing you're doing?
No, I want her to bring the best of her. she can be whatever she wants to be. I support her. She already know what she wants to become when she grow up. She's fine. She said she's gonna be the police, and she put her mom to jail, the first person, if she misbehave.
That's funny.
She supports me in cooking. She wants me to quit the job completely, the part-time I do, so that I can focus on my business. She already she's ambitious about the life, what she wants, and I would support her for anything she wants to be. But I want to bring the best of her.
That's wonderful. And so you mentioned she wants you to just focus on your business and so on. So we have a group of people here, our Zoom viewers, who also are here to support you. What would you like them to know about your future, where you want to go, and how people can help support you and help you get there?
People can support me by sharing Monique's Hot Kitchen experience, the food I cook. I cook the good food, healthy food. I want them to share with the friends, share my website, tell the friends and the family about my food, Monique's Hot Kitchen, to help it to grow, by telling if you eat food. I love good feedback. I love feedback. Of course, positive feedback, also negative feedback. They help me to improve. So I would love them to share what I'm doing, because I'm looking to grow to the grow boys. I want Monique's Hot Kitchen to be international in a few years to come. I want to be the Sabrina hosting the diversity, the future of diversity, just like I want to be like Sabrina in 5-10 years to come. I want to be international, serving all this Kenyan cuisine too outside there, so that the world can know about the Kenyan food and the health of my food. Yes.
That's amazing. Thank you. And at some point, I will have to pass this project on. So if you are seriously volunteering, I will consider that.
I promise I do that. I will be the first volunteer if you want every week. Because
that's
in
awesome.
few years, I'll be the next you.
I love it. I love it. So I love your accent. I just have to mention that. I think that's one of the things, I love world cultures, and I just love to know everything about every culture. So I'm just wondering if, first of all, tell us what your language is called, your native language.
Okay, my language is called Kikuyu. Gikuyu. In my language, Gikuyu.
Gikuyu.
Let's say if I want to say my name in my language, I'm not gonna say my name is Monica Wachira. I'm gonna say Jitago Monica. Jitago Monica in my language.
Oh.
I speak more than 5 languages. Yeah, and growing the village, English is like a dream. You see, we work hard to it's like a punishment when you try to speak English. So when you have to forgive my accent, because we are adapting English when you are already grown up. It's hard. Right? So we go up all the year long since you are born speaking the mother tongue, and it's deep. You don't know how. Some people say, oh, you can't be able to pronounce R and R. I don't know the difference, because the only thing you know is one letter, the verb. So, but it's good, it's a privilege to know different languages.
Yeah, that is amazing. 5 different languages. Well, would you be willing to teach me a small, quick phrase in your language?
Sure.
Patience with me.
What do you want to learn in my language?
I would like to learn, come and enjoy my food at Monique's Hot Kitchen.
Come and enjoy my food. I have to translate that at Monique's Hot Kitchen. Karibu ufurahie sana this Swahili. Karibu ufurahie chakula changu. Karibu ufurahie.
Karibu. What's the next one?
Ufurahie. Chakura.
Chakura.
Chamonique.
Damonique.
Hot kitchen. How do you say hot kitchen? English is hard.
There's me talking. There's a little bit of background here because when I was first trying to pronounce Monica's foods, she was kind of giggling at me, but in an endearing sense, saying, I would love, you saying these words makes me want to hear you speak in my language. And so there you are. I did a little bit. I couldn't repeat it, but I did a little bit in your language.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. So I think at this point, if Monica, if you don't have anything else to share, maybe we'll just have a look at some of the questions that were posted in the chat. Did you have anything else you wanted to say to our viewers?
I did not tell them I come from. Which part of Kenya I come from? Did I say?
You mentioned in the central part of Kenya, but what is the name of your village?
My village. The name of my village. I come central part of Kenya. We have Kirinyaga district, Mulindeko village, and we have the name is called Togonye. Togonye is a location. Togonye.
Togonye.
And I also come in a family of 14 children. I did not mention that.
Wow.
One mother, one father. And I'm the child number 11. I'm the only one who have gone to United States of America, all the way from Togonia to America, from my family.
Okay.
Yes.
And everybody else is still back in Kenya?
Everybody else is back in Kenya.
Oh.
Because for me, I'm a go-getter, go look for the world, whatever I found on the way, like independent.
I love that. I love that. And you didn't come to Seattle first when you came to the United States. Where did you land first?
When I came to United States, I landed at Delaware. I came to America 2010, February. So I came to Delaware to my aunt, but there the life was like boring. I tried looking for the job because I was a cook already from back home. So when I come there, my aunt was insisting to go do nursing. Here, you cannot get the job. Wherever you have to go to school for cooking. But I said, no. I know some people in Seattle. I had connection with friends here. They had came to Seattle. So I started talking with them. It's like, Monica, you want to do cooking, come to Seattle. You can connect you with your job. So I told my aunt I want to move to Seattle. And when I came to Seattle, lovely weather. I love here in Seattle because it's like the weather is somehow like back home, but not really. I feel like I'm home. So this is where I found my dream in Seattle. Although I did not start like cooking right away, I started doing this like a stepping stone, knowing that.
Oops, you went blank again. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. When I came to Seattle, that's where I found my dream, the cooking. I did CNA for 10 years before I found Food Innovation Network. So, and here I am with my business and I'm happy.
And we're happy. We're happy you found Seattle and that you're here and that you're going to be cooking for us on Monday. I bought 2 meals. I bought one of each. So I'm excited to try. There are a couple things that I haven't tried yet. So I'm really excited to try some of the
matoke,
matoke and the samosas. I think I tried everything else, right? No, I haven't.
You're gonna love the samosa. My samosa is very good. Whoever is listening, very, very good. It's like little samosa. Other people cook imitation of samosa, but my samosa, you're gonna love. You would want to eat more. If you bought 2, you want to buy more and more. And my matoke too is.
Maybe we should make extra. We got a lot of bananas, by the way.
You should. You should.
I ended up buying 40 pounds of green bananas. So whatever we don't use for our guests here, they're yours to take home. So you can make some more matoke for other lovely, deserving people.
And it's easy to make matoke. It's not like a hard recipe. It's very easy to make them. And you can boil the matoke. You see, it's medicine.
Yeah. Wow. So let's see. I'm going to look at some of the questions. Karen was asking if it's hard to find the ingredients in for the Kenyan dishes here in Seattle.
It's not really hard because we have most the Somali people, they have like Kenyan store. They ship stuff from Kenya to here. So we have stores around Seattle. So it's really not hard. And like the banana, we buy them from Asian stores. Because they also have kind of a healthy food. So it's not hard. Yeah. Because they have in America, they have everything.
Yeah.
So
I think I found maybe 4 of the ingredients from Kenya online. So, you can also just look for those online as well and easy to find.
Yeah, it's easy.
Are there ingredients that are important to Kenyan food or the food of your village that you can not find in the States? That was another question from Trisha.
Where to find the ingredient from Kenya mostly? You see these Indian stores, the local stores, they have the stuff, the really original ingredients. Do not go like to Fred Meyer or Walmart. If you want to find them, shop locally to these small stores, especially Asian stores, Indian stores. They have all those stuff, everything. Like the chapati I make for organic, I go buy the flour that they weigh from, and they ship it from India, I think. Originality of the food is perfect. I can tell the taste of organic food and non-organic. Yeah, it's easy to tell, especially when you have grown with everything, harvesting everything from the garden, farming everything. It's easy to tell when you taste the food here and the food from Kenyan. Like, you can be able to tell this is original, like real food. This is like GMO, food with GMO.
That's exciting. That's exciting that we can find the good ingredients here as well.
Yeah, it's easy to find them.
So we are running a little late. We are at 7:37, but if anybody has any questions that they'd like to ask at this point, you can feel free to unmute yourself and ask if we haven't answered we haven't answered your question. And while you're thinking about it, I should mention that the meals are going to come cold. At least the main course is going to be cold. And so Monica is going to provide reheat instructions for those in the menu or in your bag. But the samosas, I believe we're going to sell hot. Is that correct? And
yeah, samosa and chai, because they are eaten hot.
Yeah, they'll both be hot. But the main entree is going to be cold. It's really easy to reheat in the oven or on the stovetop. And you mentioned add 10 milliliters of water to a pot, bring it to a boil, add the entree, and then just cook it until it's hot. Can you let us know how much is 10 milliliters in cups?
It's like 5 tablespoons of water, not too much, just to prevent from sticking when you're like heating. And it's more healthier to heat it over the stove instead of using the microwave. I do not like microwave at all because I want people to be healthy. Microwave is disease. You see, like, yeah. That's why I discarded the microwave completely. Okay. Back home, we do not have those stuff. That's why they are healthy people. They live long, eating healthy, living long. You see, everything is like original, from cooking to the garden to everything original.
That's great. Yeah. It makes sense to me. Eat well, live long. Enough said.
And healthy, and avoid the hospital.
Exactly.
I don't remember the last time I went to the hospital. I choose what I eat.
Yes, it's important.
Yeah, it's important.
Wonderful. Well, if nobody has any questions, I didn't see anybody raising their hand or unmuting, so it sounds like nobody has any questions, so we should probably wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening. This was really a pleasure speaking with you, Monica. It was a lot of fun, and I hope everybody else enjoyed the conversation. Thank you. And I just wanted to mention that Monica is going to be going on Monday. We have our next guest chef in May, who is going to be Will Yee. He worked with us at La Spiga actually for quite a while, for about 8 years. And we're very good friends now, but he is going to be presenting his cuisine, which is it's Filipino cuisine with some Chinese influence. And that's going to be toward the end of May. So look out for that guest chef appearance as well. Thank you so much for supporting our program and for supporting our wonderful guest chefs. Thank you, Monica, for coming.
I have one more question.
Oh, you do have a question.
What can we still order more samosas?
What do you think, Monica? You want to let my sister order some?
Yes, because there's some, they can. Samosa, they don't have enough, because when I go there at Spice Village to sell, sometimes I give them like in a dozen. And when they eat, they want to come for more. They want more because the ingredients in samosa, they all used to have seen is healthy stuff, like green onion, like both vegetable and beef, they are good. So they still can order more. I'm willing to cook even more than 100 samosa.
That's wonderful. Well, I think all of you have my email address. So if you think you want to add on some samosas, go ahead and email me tonight and we'll make sure that those are hot and ready for you. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Oh, good to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.